Yo, what up? It's Donut, and you tuning in to all your Illuminati news! Thank you so much for subscribing. In today's video, we are going to cover this hidden hand of the occult. But before we get into it, let's go over some Illuminati news! Ominous cloud seen over Alaska sparks conspiracies. What's the official explanation? They haven't told us yet. What is this cloud? A lot of people are like, yo, this is a chemtrail, this is a missile. Nobody really knows what it is. And there's investigations going on it. But if you could look at the bottom of it, I mean, this first, it looks like an octopus. It looks like an octopus alien, a large worm-like cloud, but it has a vortex at the bottom of it. That is very, very interesting. Even when we pee, we got a vortex coming out of the piss. And I know there's a connection there, but I'm not that intelligent to break that down. I'm gonna have to do more research on there. Worm-shaped cloud over Alaska, mountain prompts police investigation amid fears it could be a UFO or plane crash. As these UFO documents are being released, the 1,500 UFO documents, which goes into cases of aliens kidnapping and impregnating women with alien babies. Demon entities, which could be these aliens, they could just be demons, do kidnap people around the witching hour. It starts, I think, like at midnight and ends at 3:30. So you got the 33 in there. There's a lot of going down in Shanghai, China that the mainstream media is not covering. And I just got off the phone with Waters Above Crypto, and he was going into this with me, and I mean, I wasn't even aware of it. Shanghai residents screamed from windows, fearing starving to death over these lockdowns, as these lockdowns and the 5-1 symbolism that's been popping up like cray-cray, putting 51 million people into lockdown with a food shortage. There's a food shortage going on there, and people are starving. They're warning us of food shortages and whatnot, so it's pretty crazy. I don't want to sell the food shortage because I think it's so tacky or whatnot, but I got a link to it. If you want it, you can get it. We've been seeing the trident symbol really appearing worldwide right now. 21 Pilots announces their new album and reveals their new logo, which is a trident. But going back to this 51 and 15, as April 15th's coming up, and the demon Tekashi 69, 6 + 9 = 15, is releasing this album. But this day is a big ritual day. The Titanic sunk, and the Titanic sinking with the 1,500 people dying on it, which all could have been part of conspiracy to set up the Federal Reserve System with JP Morgan. Why do we have terms like 15 minutes of fame? Harry Potter coming out April 15th. 151, 15, and the 5-1 original Pocket Monsters, Pokemon. There's a significance in the Bible with 150 days talking about the flood that happened. And I have been ringing the alarms of this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction happening April 12th, which has everything to do with water. So there's going to be some sort of flood, and that could actually be water, but the whole internet, you're surfing the internet. The internet is all water-based. That's why you're streaming video, and the banking system's all water. Even your USB port is a trident, and a port is about ships and ports going back to maritime law and the law of the sea. There's 51 Intel officials who lied about Hunter Biden's laptop. We looking out for April 12th. We looking out for April 15th. And there's this, I'm getting tons of text messages of people warning about April 21st. So we'll see what's going to happen. But also look out for April 19th. I mean, April is just the season of sacrifice. So there's a lot of days. So be on high alert this month. But let's get into this hidden hand, as we just saw Will Smith do the humiliation ritual with Chris Rock, and then he was awarded with a PATA award, a Grammy, doing the hidden hand symbolism. This hidden hand is very, 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 very ancient. This hidden hand goes back to Egypt, but it goes back way before that too, as researchers like the original Indiana Jones, Austin Waddle, in his research, brings this hidden hand all the way back to Cain. But we can see this hand in the waistcoat. George Washington do it. Napoleon Bonaparte do it. Napoleon Bonaparte was known as the Bee. Beyonce is known as the Bee, the Queen Bee, because the Illuminati was originally called the Bee Order. George Washington founded this country of America that I'm in, doing the hidden hand, but this is a worldwide conspiracy, and he was part of a secret society called the Society of Cincinnati. Here's Friedrich Nietzsche doing the hidden hand at 17 years old. Abe Lincoln doing the hidden hand. Abe Lincoln now is a statue, and he's holding two fascist symbols, two fascies, as he was assassinated by an actor. All these actors, John Wilkes Booth, all these actors are part of the game, part of the play on the world stage. John Wilkes Booth's brother, who was an actor with him, was part of secret societies, Edwin Thomas Booth. So you don't think that Wilkes Booth was part of secret societies too? What this hidden hand looks like, it looks like the Pledge of Allegiance, right? Before we started doing the Pledge of Allegiance, which was written by a man named Bellarmine salute was what Hitler did, right? Which goes back to Roman times too. But all these Americans used to do the Heil to the American flag in school. Pretty weird. They didn't teach us in school. And then it was changed to putting your hand over your heart. And I mean, this is all secret society symbolism that they're doing. And it looks very similar to the hidden hand. Even the guy who built the Statue of Liberty, part of secret societies. And that is the statue of Mithra in the Mithra cult. Walking Phoenix does the hidden hand as well and puts his eye, which is like the second degree of the fellow craft or whatever. And this is why we get songs like He's a Jolly Good Fellow, Tic-Tac-Toe, even. These are all secret society games. Row, row, row your boat. That song is a Freemasonic song. It's pretty crazy how the whole world has been designed through an occult practice. Very bizarre. I just watched this movie and I highly recommend it. It is fantastic. It's called Under the Winter Lakes or something like that. I'll show the cover, but it is good. It goes into this whole stuff of occult symbolism of elites speaking through codes, and I liked it a lot, and I think I might do a breakdown on it. But anyway, it's Donut. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Join the Patreon. God bless y'all.
I'm handstanding. I know they planned it. I'm on the exchanges making trades. Making cash and I like it. They all think I'm a psychic, like how my crystal ball's so crystal clear. Say you'll sit back and wonder how